Chapter 285. A New Discovery. And Funga Helen said, "Why should I go with you and look at all the most abominable measures of Agla to destroy me? It is more than enough what I have seen so far, and it is sufficient for her certain death. And if she was 1,000 times your daughter. Therefore, rather go with me now, so that I can show you some of my arrangements." And Mahal replied, "Especially this time you have to inevitably go with me, for what you will see now will be of the greatest importance for your rescue. What you have seen so far are unsuccessful arrangements for the destruction of your person. But what you will see now threatens to destroy all your power with one stroke. Therefore, follow me quickly, so that we may not be too late to go there. For what I have to show you now is not in this garden, but in a slightly more remote part of the city. Therefore, let us quickly move on." Upon these words, Funga Helen at once summoned all his entourage, and the whole large company moved away from the garden, following Mahal. And he walked through detour alleys and streets of the city, and after 2 hours came to a large, open space within the large city walls, of which, very strangely, Funga Helen knew nothing about. On arrival, Mahal asked Funga Helen, "Friend, do you know this place?" And Funga Helen replied in astonishment, "Truly, I have been born in this city, but cannot remember ever having seen this place or having heard anything about it. What is it with this place which is large enough to assemble 1,000,000 warriors?" And Mahal said, "Friend, just a little patience, and you will soon begin to see what is happening here. Just look at the most farthest corner of this area, which would take an hour's straight walk to reach, and you will see the movement of many people. And Funga looked more closely, and soon saw a whole great army marching onto the area. Here, Mahal again asked Funga Helen, "Friend, who pretends to possess such a bright mind and knows everything that happens throughout the empire, do you also know that 1,000,000 warriors are exercised here in the use of weapons against you and King Gurat?" Here Funga Helen became quite pale, and again was unable to speak of sheer fury. And Mahal said, "We must not be detected by them, because then we would be lost. But let's move further back into town, and I will show you a few other things that are of even greater concern. Therefore, let us immediately turn around, so that Drohuit, who is the head of all this, does not recognize us." Funga Helen clapped his hands above his head and followed Mahal.